Hey friends, I heard that some of my young friends are looking for some new bedtime stories. So I want to get on working on some new bedtime stories. Over Thanksgiving break, I will record a few more stories. I have to scan them into the computer to do that. But I did scan this one in for my students the other day, so I thought that I'd read this good Thanksgiving story for you. This is about a girl who feels a little bit different from her classmates, and she worries about that. So let's see what happens. Before we get started, I just want to say that there are some names in this story that are in a language called Vietnamese, and I do not speak Vietnamese. So I'm going to do my best saying the names, and I will make a new recording if somebody tells me the correct way to say them at some point. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm saying them the right way. All right, let's get started. No Turkey for Thanksgiving by Jacqueline Jules and illustrated by Catherine Mitter. To get ready for Thanksgiving, Toyette's class sang turkey songs. They made pine cone turkeys and they talked about pilgrims and Native Americans. "See you on Monday," Mrs. Cook said when the bell rang. "Have a great turkey day." Toyette was excited about the Thanksgiving holiday. They would get 3 days off from school. But there was something important she had to talk to Mama about. "Mama," Toyette said as she got home, "we need a turkey for Thanksgiving." "No, we don't," Mama smiled. "We'll buy duck at the market." "But everybody else will have turkey," Toyette said. That afternoon, Ba Ngai arrived from New York. Toyette hugged her grandmother. "We're having duck for Thanksgiving dinner." "I know," Ba Ngai said. "We're using my recipe from Vietnam. Everybody else has turkey." "Our family likes duck better," Ba Ngai answered. Back home, Toyette went to her bedroom. She pulled her pinecone turkey out of her book bag. "Mama and Ba Ngai don't know the rules about Thanksgiving," she told the turkey. Toyette counted the money in her wallet. $12. It might be enough to buy a turkey at the market. What is she thinking of doing? I think she's still really worried that they're not going to have a turkey. On Wednesday, Mama drove Toyette and Ba Ngai to the Saigon supermarket. Toyette held her wallet in her hand. Inside the store, she saw all sorts of vegetables. She saw fish, pork, duck, chicken, beef, shrimp, but no turkey anywhere. Toyette watched Ba Ngai talk to the man at the counter. He handed her a package. "This duck will be delicious," Ba Ngai told Toyette. Toyette put her wallet in her pocket. The next morning, good cooking smells filled the house. Toyette peeked into the kitchen. Soon all kinds of food would be put on the table. But there would be no turkey. Oh, she is still very worried about that, isn't she? I wonder if she thinks that Thanksgiving can't happen without a turkey. Toyette ran to her room and brought back the pine cone turkey she had made in school. "Now there's a turkey on the table," she said to herself. She felt a little bit better. Her cousins, Kimberly and Min, came over at 3. They played tag outside until the grown-ups were ready to eat. "Did you know we're having duck for Thanksgiving dinner?" Toyette asked her cousins. "Yum," said Kimberly. "I love duck." "With spicy sauce," said Min. Mama called them inside for dinner. Kimberly and Min ran up the steps, but Toyette walked slowly. Was she the only one who knew that Thanksgiving was Turkey Day? "I'd like to give thanks," Daddy said when they sat down at the table, "for our home and our family." "For America," Ba Ngai said, raising her glass. "For all this good food," Min said, picking up his fork. "I'm hungry." Everyone laughed and passed their plates to be filled. Toyette had a little bit of everything, but she had seconds of the duck. She loved the spicy sauce and dark meat. When it was time to say goodbye, everybody hugged. What a great Thanksgiving day, Kimberly told Toyette. It had been wonderful, Toyette thought, with lots of good food and family fun. But what would Mrs. Cook say about eating duck on Turkey Day? On Monday morning, Mrs. Cook gathered the class on the story rug. "How was your Turkey Day?" she asked. Tyler raised his hand. "My grandpa came. We played football." "That's nice," said Mrs. Cook. "Who else saw grandparents?" Toyette raised her hand along with other classmates. "Who saw cousins?" Mrs. Cook asked. Toyette raised her hand again. "Who'd like to talk about their dinner?" Mrs. Cook looked around the room. Toyette put her hand down. Tears burned her eyes. "Is something wrong?" Mrs. Cook asked gently. "We didn't have turkey," Toyette blurted out. "We had duck." For a few minutes, the class was quiet. Then Fong raised his hand. "We didn't have turkey either," he said. "We had noodles and chicken." "We had lamb," Tariq said. "We had roast beef," Jonathan said. "We had enchiladas," Carolina said. "We had tofu turkey," Amy said. Mrs. Cook smiled. "It doesn't matter what you eat on Thanksgiving, as long as you have a good time with family and friends." After school, Toyette hurried home. "Mama," she called when she opened the door, "I have a new name for Thanksgiving. In our house, we can call it Duck Day." Now, this year, Thanksgiving might look a little different from the normal Thanksgiving, but we need to remember that we have lots of things to be thankful for, even if we don't get to see the same family members that we normally see, or we don't get to do the things that we do. Just like Thanksgiving in Toyette's house included a duck instead of a turkey, things can be a little bit different, and that's okay. It's okay to have different celebrations and different ways of doing things, and it's okay when something happens, like in this time of COVID that we are in right now, where we're afraid of catching germs, that we stay to ourselves for Thanksgiving. But it's still important to celebrate that time with your family and enjoy the people around you.